To create an island false ceiling with a cove light, first we need to use the false ceiling tool to create the false ceiling slab as well as a light slab, which will basically be an ordinary slab but with an emissive material or a light emitting material. First, let us start by putting the ordinary slab. Select the ceiling to which you want to add the false ceiling. Go to the left hand panel and select Create False Ceiling. Herein, select Add to create your false ceiling slab. Let's say I am drawing a circle in this case. And then select Apply. Now, this slab has been added, and in the left hand panel, you can see that you can set the type to extrude, as this is just an extrusion of the material. We can keep the thickness that we want under the depth field, let's say 50. And the front shift will determine the ceiling drop that we want. Let's say we want the slab to be dropped 50 mm from the ceiling face. We then type in 50 in the front shift field. Once done, we go back to designing arrow, and we can see that we have added our first ceiling slab, which is dropped 50 mm from the ceiling face. To add the emissive slab, select the ceiling once again, click on Create False Ceiling, and now in this case, we need to offset this particular shape. To do so, click on the circle, select Copy tool in the ribbon, and then just copy it to the same spot. Then select this particular slab, and now since we are keeping this slab to be touching the ceiling, we keep the front shift to be 0. We keep the overall depth to be 50 mm of thickness to fill the gap between the original ceiling and the actual ceiling. And we keep the depth to be 50 mm of thickness to fill the gap between the false ceiling slab and the actual ceiling. Then we edit the shape, select offset in the ribbon, and then set the mode to move and click inside the shape and offset this new shape a little bit inside the original shape. We can type in the offset distance, let's say 100 mm, and click once and select apply. Now, when you select this shape, you can see that the material is just an ordinary material that is matching the bigger circle. To create a light emitting material, select clone selected item to clone this material. Type in the desired name of your light emitting material. Scroll down and open the emissivity drop down menu and put in a value ranging from 1 to 5. For context, this is a slab emitting an intensity of 5, whereas this is a slab emitting an intensity of 1. Let's say we can keep any suitable value between 1 and 5, in this case 2, and I'll select clone and apply. So now, seemingly an ordinary material, however, the emissive properties for this is different from the original circle. So now, when we go back to designing with the front shifts being 0 and thickness being 50, you can see that this slab has been added in between the false ceiling and the actual ceiling.